Everybody wants to create riches and experience the dream retirement. But if we let all the critics and false information divert us, that will not happen. Everywhere there are legends about retirement. Perhaps your friend posted some dubious financial advice on social media, or you're irate, broke. Uncle believes the little man cannot get ahead. Those misconceptions and myths could prevent you from acting in the required manner to safeguard your retirement future, regardless of your background. So be ready, since today we will demolish the top 6 retirement misconceptions. So you may start right now building the retirement of your dreams. First myth: I will live off Social Security income. This is a typical one, but depending on the government to look after you in retirement is dumb with a capital D. Actually, living off Social Security will only cause social unrest. The issue is that actual Social Security benefits differ greatly from what future retirees believe they would be receiving. Social Security pays retirees an average monthly income of $1,657 right now. 1. That comes to almost $19,900 annually. That is hardly sufficient to keep the lights running and put food on the table, much less really enjoy a peaceful retirement. Still, according to a recent poll, over 1 in 5 Americans, or 17%, do not anticipate finding any other source of retirement income but Social Security. Like this: for individuals who are not retiring for some time, the situation grows worse, since the most recent estimates indicate that, absent legislative action, Social Security benefits will be cut by more than 20%. Do you truly wish the outcome of the Senate votes to define the nature of your life? This is your wake-up call, whether your goal is to establish a business, see the globe, or follow your goals in retirement. Social Security is not going to be sufficient. It's time to get things under your own control and begin moving forward to ensure your retirement. Today, your job, not that of the government, is your retirement. Myth number 2: I will have enough to retire by investing up to my 401k match. First of all, grab that match if your job provides one for your 401k. Starting your investing here is a great place. Stopping at the 401k match, however, is like running a marathon and stopping a fourth of the distance into the run. Though we hate to break it to you, quitting at mile 7 does not result in a medal. You have to invest 15% of your salary toward retirement. If you truly wish to have a strong nest egg, you must so invest outside of the game. Sounds terrifying? Not if first you have laid a strong basis for your finances. You must pay off all of your debt except from your mortgage and build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living before you begin investing. That releases your most crucial instrument for increasing your wealth, your income. You will have space in your budget to invest 15% of your income for retirement, knowing you have no debt and a complete emergency fund. When you are ready, here is what we advise. If you have a conventional 401k, work with a professional to invest the remaining funds in a Roth IRA after contributing up to your employer's match in your 401k. Go back to your 401k should you max out your Roth IRA and still not reach 15% of your salary. Lucky you if you have a Roth 401k. You can invest your whole 15% in your workplace account as long as you have reasonable choices for mutual funds. Third myth, I will work through retirement. 70% of employees say they intend to work during their retirement years, whether it's for those overwhelming medical expenses, more than projected living expenses, or just because they cannot afford to retire. Still, only 27% of retirees wind up working. Would you like to gamble your future on those odds? Presumably not. Should you work in retirement, it should be because you want to, not out of obligation. Therefore, you have to do all you can to position yourself for a comfortable retirement, free from job requirements to pay the expenses. Perhaps it's time to explore why you find it difficult to follow those guidelines. Fourth myth, Medicare will pay my medical bills. Over Medicare, the government-provided health insurance program for those 65 years of age or above, there is a lot of uncertainty over its capabilities and limitations. Let us, therefore, clear the air here. Once you blow the candles on your 65th birthday cake, Medicare can provide you reasonably priced health insurance coverage for medical visits, drugs, and hospital stays. The good news is like that. Medicare does not, however, cover copays, deductibles, or any long-term care. That is, the kind of care you would get in a nursing home or assisted living facility running more than 100 days. You are liable for the expenses. The bad news is that one is. Given that long-term care is the largest outlay of funds for health in retirement, this is absolutely vital. Here are some figures to consider. At an assisted living center, the median annual cost for care is $54,000. A private room in a nursing home runs roughly twice as much, $108,400. Someone turning 65 years old today almost has a 70% chance of needing some sort of long-term care. Even with Medicare, a 65-year-old couple can find themselves needing up to $360,000 for healthcare costs in retirement. Listen, if you're not retiring in the next several years, Medicare's future is also very foggy, just as good old Social Security is. Congress might have to raise the eligibility age, hike rates, or limit coverage to help to save money and maintain Medicare benefits flowing for next generations. That implies you have to have a strategy to pay for all of these medical expenses in your golden years, independent of Medicare. This is how you protect your retirement from medical costs. First step, the day you turn 60, get long-term care insurance. Though it's not a great birthday present, you will benefit should you or your partner ever require this service. Second step, start your retirement savings into high action. You have more time to increase your savings the earlier you understand you cannot depend on Medicare. Third step, do you have a health savings account, HSA, insured under your policy? If you do, your HSA, which should be considered as a health IRA, may assist you to cover the difference and pay for medical bills Medicare cannot cover. Not only does the money you put into an HSA grow tax-free, but you can also withdraw it for medical bills in retirement free of taxes. That is a win-win. Fifth myth, it's too late for me to save for retirement. Here's the reality. If your retirement future worries you, there is still time to increase your retirement savings regardless of how near you are to retiring. Suppose you bring home about $4,000 a month and turn 40 this year. Investing 15% of your income until you retire might result in a nest egg almost equal to $1.2 million. For those 40 years old, that is fantastic. Still, what if you are 50? Until you turn 67, contribute 25% of your income toward retirement. you might have $592,000. That is more than zero. You guessed right. You still have action to do regardless of your age or current savings amount. Count on the government to look after you in your latter years. Else, squander another minute depending on it. Recall, compound growth will help you more the more time your money gets to grow. Myth number 6, I'm sure I could do it alone. Regarding investment, it can be easy to fly alone and guess your way through it. But every flight you have ever flown on has a pilot and a co-pilot in the cockpit for a reason. You can crash and burn or find yourself far off from where you want to be when you're on your own and not sure what you're doing. Nobody desires that. Dealing with an investing specialist will help you to be sure you are moving in the correct direction. It goes beyond confidence as well. Around you, a quality team is being developed to support your proper actions. Misconceptions about retirement can hinder personal growth and success. The top 6 myths include living off Social Security income, investing up to a 401k match, and working through retirement. Living off Social Security income is not sufficient for retirement, as it is not sufficient to maintain a comfortable lifestyle. Instead, it is crucial to invest 15% of your salary towards retirement, paying off debt, and building an emergency fund. If you have a Roth 401k, you can invest the remaining funds in your workplace account. Finally, working through retirement should be voluntary, not out of obligation. Medicare, the government-provided health insurance program for those 65 years or older, offers reasonably priced coverage for medical visits, drugs, and hospital stays. However, it does not cover copays, deductibles, or long-term care, which is the largest outlay of funds for health in retirement. To protect your retirement from medical costs, get long-term care insurance, start your retirement savings, and have a health savings account, HSA, insured under your policy. Investing in compound growth will help you grow your money. Finally, dealing with an investing specialist is essential to ensure you are moving in the right direction and have a quality team to support your actions.